Town Hall Follies is not too bad. There are one or two awkward moments in it, but generally it's okay. This is an Oswald cartoon. This was originally released in 1935. It's a Walter Lantz Productions cartoon directed by Lantz and Tex Avery and written by Avery, Lantz and Victor McLeod. And we have voices provided by Walter Lantz, who voices Oswald in this, and we have this is all about a vaudeville show, and most of the cartoon shows us the different acts, and there's an acrobat and different things, and it's pretty good. The animation style is quite nice. I liked it whenever we had shots of the crowd. There's one bit where they're all craning their necks back and forth, which I thought looked pretty good. And then we have our female singer, and she's definitely a very attractive character. And at the side of the stage, we have our villain. And I have to say, he looks a little bit like Mortimer Mouse. There's definitely an air of Mortimer Mouse about him. And he tries to capture her. And Oswald, who has been watching from the audience behind this woman's hair, goes off to try and save her, but whether or not he can, or if the villain will overthrow him, I won't say. Everything's pretty predictable, but nevertheless, it works quite well. It's a nice thing. The music is really good, actually. The music is quite engaging. A little cheesy in parts, but it works quite well. And I think the variety definitely helped to keep things engaging. Oswald's not in it a tremendous amount. He's in it enough that we can call it an Oswald cartoon, but I'd say he's definitely in it probably less than a quarter of screen time. Don't quote me on that, but it feels like that. But in general, it's not bad at all. It's definitely not my favourite Oswald cartoon, but there's one thing that I thought was a bit awkward, but there's otherwise nothing specific that didn't work. The animation quality was fine, the music was certainly very good, and we had a good variety as well. The only bit that felt a little bit awkward, and this is a spoiler for something that happens, I suppose, is when we have this female, not our protagonist, our female protagonist, but a different female performer on stage, and the back of her dress pops open and she balloons up. Basically, it's like she squished her entire body weight into this dress. And when I say balloons up, I mean she fills the screen. And then a bulldozer or a digger, some vehicle with a scooper at the front, comes along and picks her up. And I thought that was a little bit awkward and not in the best of tastes. But other than that, I thought it worked really well. As an Oswald cartoon, it's not the best, and it's not my favourite version of Oswald, this rabbit design. There's actually nothing wrong with the design of the rabbit, but compared to other Oswalds, it's not my favourite. But again, it's okay. If you're an Oswald fan, definitely check it out. If you're just looking for a good cartoon, yeah, I'd say give it a go. It's got a lot going for it. It's not perfect, but it's enjoyable enough. Probably wouldn't watch it again, but I certainly don't mind the time I spent watching it.